What's a food people love and you just don't understand why? Part 2. I get crap for it all the time, but I hate bananas. The taste is bad, the texture is horrible and mushy, and the smell makes me want to vomit. I have people constantly telling me that if you mix banana into food you can't taste it, but they're wrong. I can always taste it. I have never been a picky eater by any stretch. I was the kid who ate their veggies because they wanted to, and that has continued into my life where I will pretty much try anything once. But for those few foods that I don't like, I really don't like them. I can only think of like 3. Bananas, celery. It's crunchy water with a bad aftertaste and it ruins a tuna sandwich, and coconut. The aftertaste is bad and the papery texture makes me gag. Edit, I've had Reddit for like, all of 2 weeks and this was one of the first answers I've ever made on here, and wow. I'm so glad I found so many fellow banana haters. I feel very validated. So a few people have made comments about the window of ripeness for a banana to taste good, and I want to clarify part of why I really hate bananas. So I've got some mildly severe ADHD, and though not everyone experiences this, some people with ADHD have aversions to certain textures, in food and with certain fabrics, and other stuff, but my main issues are with food and fabrics though. So, food-wise, certain textures just really freak me out. Celery isn't one of them, I just hate the taste. Like bananas and coconut. Bananas are a weird combination of stringy and goopy that really freaks me out, and coconut is a weird papery texture. The texture aversion is actually why I don't eat another food. Pineapple on pizza, I don't mind the taste, but cooked pineapple texture makes my brain yell no. So, I have had bananas at many times in my life, ripe or otherwise, and they're still nasty. I don't mind bananas, but I agree that the people who say if you mix it into food you can't taste it are lying. You can always taste banana. Spam. I love spam, but I think most of it is nostalgia. Everyone I know grew up with it, says they love it, but as adults we rarely eat it. As an adult, I eat it at least once a month. It's just easy food to make. I fry it up and eat it with rice and veggies or eggs or make spam masa. There was a point in my life I would have agreed. But my favorite breakfast is spam, eggs, and rice. Not as good as spam, fried egg and spam. I'm having spam, eggs, beans and spam. Vegemite. You gotta get a Vegemite sandwich from a man in Brussels, who's 6'4" and full of muscles. Ask him if he speaks your language. Then he'll smile and give you a Vegemite sandwich. Did he come from a land down under? Did you hear the thunder? You better run. You better take cover. Flute. Just remember that Vegemite is designed to be had sparingly on bread and not eaten like some kind of torture ice cream. I hate Vegemite on bread but could happily eat it on toast all day every day. I used to work in a bakery run by an Aussie dude. He turned me on to putting a thin spread of Vegemite on a grilled cheese made with sharp cheddar. Oh man, it was good. Blue cheese. Man, I love blue cheese. I will eat it straight. With my fingers. From the fridge. At 1 a.m. And a little bit on a steak. That's literally my go-to birthday meal. I've never met a cheese that was too strong for my liking. But I suspect that's because I must have a fairly dull sense of taste. All of the foods and drinks I love are very strong flavored versions of what most other people like. I've had my nose broken a few times, so maybe that's the secret. This is absolutely how I am with blue cheese too. It's my second most versatile cheese after cheddar. The thing is, I used to hate blue cheese and then I went to France and we had cheese plates with every dinner that always included blue cheese, so I ate it, got used to it, and by the end of the trip loved it. The blue cheese there was nothing like I had tasted before. Made me see it in a whole new way, although I still don't prefer American blue cheese. It's fine for a burger but I don't eat it straight. I love blue cheese but actually have pretty sensitive taste buds. I can't eat anything even remotely spicy, and there's a good amount of foods I can't stand but still somehow love: blur cheese. Tripe. Finally found an answer here that I agree with. I only had it once 15 years ago, though, so I might like it now if I try it again. Best stuff ever in a Spanish red sauce made with cornichero peppers. I like it in menudo. Lobster. Don't get me wrong, it's pretty good, but it's severely overhyped and overpriced. Also steak, for the same reason. I have no idea why anyone would pay over $30 for a hunk of meat. It's a rather boring food in my opinion. ETA. I appreciate all the replies and input. Just wanted to add that I have had terrific steak, but the majority of the time, it's just made to me. I tend to like foods with really complex flavor profiles, and for me, steak just doesn't have that wow factor. And I agree that it's much cheaper and tastier at home. A well-prepared steak is wonderful. But, do it yourself and it should cost under $20. Most steak restaurants you're paying for the dining experience. Mayonnaise. Ugh. The most awful thing I ever ate was a fruit salad with mayonnaise. Fruit salad. I live in Russia and salads with a ton of mayonnaise are really popular among older people. Every time there is a family gathering, New Year's Eve, birthdays, funerals, you name it, there are these salads. So, this one time at some gathering at my grandma's house, I sit at the table. I'm supposed to eat something out of politeness, but all food is hideous. I notice a salad with black olives across the table. I decide to eat it. Put a spoonful of it on my plate. Try it. Turned out these were giant blueberries and it was a fruit salad. But the taste was incredibly nasty. I asked Grandma, what did you put in this salad? Mayonnaise. What else can you put in a salad? I think it traumatized me to some degree, and after that I stopped eating mayo completely. Ketchup. I love tomatoes and almost every food that has anything to do with tomatoes. F ketchup though. Can't stand the smell of it. Same. I'm not alone anymore. Yeah, tomato foods are awesome, but I hate the glitter inside most tomatoes. Ketchup ruins almost any food, because then everything tastes like ketchup. It just smothers all other flavors. Right there with you. It honestly makes me nauseous. And I just had a tomato and burrata salad for lunch. In peak tomato season I eat them like apples with just a pinch of salt and pepper. But F ketchup right to hell. I'm the opposite. I hate tomatoes with a passion, but I love ketchup. I like eating it on fries of course, but if I smell it after I'm eating, my OCD kicks in and I freak out till I find the smell and Lysol the crap out of it. I'll only like tomato when it is mixed with scrambled eggs. If you like tomatoes but not ketchup, you might be reacting to the taste of vinegar. Ketchup is tomato-flavored corn syrup sauce. Squash. What part of squash makes you want to cut it up and put it in your body? Lol, I never understood it. I used to hate squash. No flavor, awful texture. Just bad. Then I tried it grilled, with Italian dressing on it. Turns out, you don't have to steam the ever-loving crap out of it before you eat it. It can actually taste good, if prepared properly. Same thing holds with Brussels sprouts. Used to hate those micro cabbages, but grill them with a bit of salt and olive oil and suddenly I'm asking for seconds. Oh man, Brussels sprouts. A cafe semi-affiliated with my workplace has them on the menu. They always do the catering for our holiday parties. At our Christmas party my first year working there, one of the only vegetarian options was Brussels sprouts. They ended up as about half my meal, they were so damn good. I've since ordered them multiple times from the cafe. Always gets a weird look from my co-workers. The first time I ever tried Brussels sprouts was also the first time my mom ever tried Brussels sprouts. She found a recipe online that claimed you should cook them in milk. The recipe was wrong. Very, very wrong. Now we just roast them with some salt and pepper and oil and they're really good. Thank you for watching this video. If you want more Reddit content like this, please subscribe and like this video. I guess I will see you in the next one.